from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Arch to throw. Time to take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
They'll run the counter. Fights off the defender. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Quarterback may change this route. Arch Madness. Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And, guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Moore. Trying to make magic with his feet. Avoids the punishment with the slide and a good gain on that run.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down. Now here's Moore. Rushes on him, and they got him.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick completion to the right. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. In the red area, it's Brown. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Motion from the wide receiver. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Here's Brown. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Again, it's Brown. Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Longhorn.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's more to throw. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Looking for more room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They think there's room to run to the right here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Moore. Scrambling away. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Moving out to the right. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with. Columbus, Ohio. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Longhorns ready to kick it away first. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here's Sayin to throw. Here's the pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
There's some room. He found the hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And the Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sayin. Under fire. And It's a sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Fourth down, Ncaa27. Dances away to buy time. Chucked it away just as he was hit. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, 1 touch, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's Ncaa27 to throw. Open on the right side, that's Smith. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ncaa27. Finds his big tight end. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Throwing, Ncaa27. Caught, close to the marker, it's Smith. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Right down the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Looking for the tie with the extra point. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Quarterback making adjustments. Arch is going to throw for it. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it. Finds a seam. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And how about that? Wasting no time. You go down, you give up 6 with your defense, but you come out aggressive. First play, Palmer, take a shot down the field and go make a big play.
You're seeing both of these offenses now, David, have success trading blows these last 2 drives. If this keeps up, we're going to have a barn burner.
And he's going to bring this one out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The run inside. It's Jackson. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Running inside, it's Jackson. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
It'll be 3rd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left. It's complete. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find.
Turning it on. To the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. Here's Brown to begin the drive. good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Tries to pick it up on third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They'll give it to Brown. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Manning to throw. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They're setting up the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Smashes it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Hand off for Brown. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Hauls it in, breaks into the open. 20, the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Longhorn. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but, man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Here comes the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Catches it at the 15. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around. And I think they got used to it in the first half. And now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
A booming punt, and it's headed toward the sideline. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Ncaa. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab in their space. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! The offense cashing it in on that drive. A quick quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here's Sayin to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Trying to beat the D deep. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Sends it back in motion. They'll run with Brown. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure looking for a big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few 1st downs and make something positive happen.
Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback is...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, say it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field, playing great defense.
Going over the top, and he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Trying to pick up a first down. Lined up in the gun on third down, say it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it on the outside. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly.
Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And you see so much of this in college football now. Spread guys out, find my matchups, let my big wide receivers on the outside go up, make plays, make me look good as a quarterback, makes me look real good as a coach as well.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Say it. Here's the heat. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Now here's Manning. Going for it all. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Here's Ncaa27 to throw. Oh, they're after him. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air, it's Ncaa27. He wants a big play here late. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Manning. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir.